ගෘහ නිර්මාණ ශිල්පයේදී ගෘහ නිර්මාණකරණය, ගෘහ අභ්‍යන්තර නිර්මාණකරණය, ඒත් එක්කම ගෘහ අභ්‍යන්තර අලංකරණය වගේම උද්‍යාන අලංකරණයත් උද්‍යාන නිර්මාණකරණයත් ඉතාමත් වැදගත් කාරණයක් වෙනවා. මෙන්න මේ කියන්න වූ වෘත්තීන් සඳහා වෙන වෙනම වෘත්තිකයන් පිරිසකුත් සිටිනවා. අපි ඔවුන්ව හඳුනා ගන්නවා වාස්තු විද්‍යාඥයින්, ඉංජිනේරුවරුන්, ඒත් එක්කම නඩත්තු ශිල්පීන් වශයෙන්. මෙන්න මේ කියන්න වූ වෘත්තීන් සඳහා අපූර්ව උදාහරණයකින් වෘත්තීන් 6ක් පිළිබඳව දැන් අපි ඔබට කතා කරන්නටත් ඔබට පෙන්වන්නටත් සූදානම්. බලන්නකො මේ අපූර්ව උදාහරණය.
The architect is the grand designer who creates the form or body of the building. A building usually begins with an idea or a concept in the architect's mind, but the architect doesn't just design. She is the one who transforms the specifications from the developer into a working blueprint. She makes sure that the building complies with the regulatory and technical requirements, while keeping in mind the primary considerations of materials, functionality, aesthetics, and the environmental impact. But the architect cannot work alone. She needs to work with others to translate her master blueprint into a physical building. The civil and structural engineer is the math and science whiz that produces the structural designs, setting the bones and joints to form the body of a building. A CNS engineer needs to decide how to build a solid frame and determine the location and size of every beam and column in a building. He also has to make efficient use of materials to construct the building in an environmentally sustainable manner. In other words, a CNS engineer is responsible for creating a practical and safe structure that can withstand anything the weather might bring: the wind, the sun, the rain, and the temperature changes. While a CNS engineer is the structure specialist that sets the bones, our M&E engineer is the expert responsible for connecting the veins, injecting the life force that brings a building into being. Every modern building needs electricity, lights, air conditioning, and ventilation systems to become a living, breathing, habitable place. Our M&E engineer is the person that takes care of that, making sure of the efficient use of energy and water and quality indoor living. For every project, there must be someone to take care of the money issues. The quantity surveyor is the one that manages the costs of a building project, from the initial calculations to the final figures. She must be skilled in the balancing act, analysing the numbers, assessing the risks, and preparing the tenders and contracts. That's a critical role, consolidating all the information and numbers to come up with the tender specifications and contracts. All these while ensuring that everything meets the required standards and quality. As the actual construction starts, someone has to ensure the smooth running of the project. The project manager's work revolves around 3 very important elements: time, cost, and quality. He becomes the key overseer once construction work begins, organising the resources to turn plans for a new building into reality. That means planning the time frame for all the necessary tasks, getting the project started from the initial stage of drafting to the final coat of paint, and to ensure that a project gets completed on time and within budget. So the building is completed, the people have moved in, and the work is done. Or is it? Buildings are built to last for many years, some surviving several generations. But proper maintenance is necessary. The facility manager is like a doctor who performs regular health checks on buildings to ensure they are well maintained and in tip-top condition. Like a good caretaker, a facility manager looks after the needs and interest of the building and its occupants and comes up with ways to continually improve a building's amenities and services. That's to make certain that a building stays healthy and its occupants happy. These 6 professions form the core of a typical team in the construction and building industry. Together with many other unsung heroes, they are responsible for building the roofs over our heads. All this while taking care to preserve our environment and resources for our future generations. As the industry continues to grow, there are plenty of opportunities available for all talented and creative young people. To join the sector and be satisfied with a career that makes a difference.
ඔබේ සුන්දර නිවස ඉදිකරවා ගැනීම සම්බන්ධයෙන් ගෘහ නිර්මාණකරණයේ තිබෙනා වූ බොහෝ වැදගත්කම් අද දවසේදී සිහින මාලිගාව ඔස්සේ අපි ඔබට ගෙනාවා. ඉතින් සතියක විරාමයකින් අනතුරුව නැවතත් හමු වෙමු. සුබ සතියක්.